Hey guys, Scott back here again with a new beer dissection video for you. Depending on when you're viewing this, I had picked up from Sam Adams, one of their compilation packs again called Ditch Days. It's kind of like their summer variety pack. You get 4 beers. I'm going to probably have it pop over my shoulder here, some graphics. 4 beers, 3 of each. There's a Radler, an IPA. The one I have today to review is a summer ale, which I'll get to a little more specifically in a second. And there's a couple others, but again, it's probably gonna be popping over my face here or shoulder. Once again, I like doing those compilation packs because you can kind of get a few different styles of a cross section of a particular brewery. And Sam Adams does them very frequently. Saranac, Southern Tier, a lot of other breweries do that. So I always recommend doing that. You can kind of get it kind of a taste of several different styles of beer within a brewery. So what I have today is the Sam Adams Summer Ale. It's advertised as a citrus wheat ale. Okay, the interesting thing is it's brewed with wheat, of course, lime, orange, and lemon peels, grains of paradise, and with lemon puree added. So it's almost like a wit beer, maybe crossed with a blonde ale with some extra lemon fruit put in there. So this is definitely a different or unusual hybrid of a beer. Registering at 8 IBU, so the bitterness is going to be very low, and 5.3% alcohol, which, again, this day and age with everything being 7, 8, 9% seems very low, but 5.3 is a little higher than your Budweiser. And pretty standard for most of the Sam Adams varieties like Boston Lager and things like that. So it's a citrus wheat ale. Again, I'm reading it with grains of paradise. If it had coriander, I definitely would be kind of saying it's a little bit more of a wit beer, wit being white and Flemish. So anyway, let me show you the can one more time, and let's crack this bad boy open and take a look at it. All right, so. Okay, I'm just using my typical tulip pint glass. This one is probably, you can probably drink it right out of the can. Most beers I put at least in a shaker pint, if anything. Okay, so let's take a look at it. All right, so we got a nice white, reasonably dense foam, about an inch and a half. We're looking at kind of a medium, kind of, well, I should say like a low gold. It looks a little bit more gold on my camera over there. In person here, it's more of like kind of a darker straw. Definitely some haze, probably coming from the wheat. Wheat has a little bit more protein in it, so it kind of gives a little bit more of a haze or chill haze to it. A little dank looking a little bit here. But again, kind of that darker straw, light gold color, depending on what your perspective is on it. Okay. So let's take a sniff of the aroma. Oh yeah, so you're getting lemon again. I think all these beers in this Ditch Days pack has been kind of easy drinking, slightly fruity, crushable type of beers. This one I'm sensing is going to be very similar to each other, to those. You kind of get lemon. I'm not real big at picking up grains of paradise. I got to train myself a little bit more on that one. Not like coriander. You kind of get that lemon, lime, citrus kind of aroma, kind of that wheat bread, white bread, kind of malt profile too. Very nice, but you notice how the head is kind of fleeting. Didn't really sustain itself very well. It actually was fizzing when I opened up the can like it was Budweiser. I'm expecting this to taste a lot better than that, but the head didn't really retain itself very well. Okay. Maybe from some of the lemon puree. Sometimes the fruit purees, not great for head retention. Okay, so you kind of, again, lemon peel, lemon zest. And I think they did say that. I think they also said lime too. Lime, some lime. So, you name your sitch. For me, the lemon stands out a little bit more than the lime. Very nice. I mean, you could tell this is just a typical easy drinking. It's almost like a Radler. That's another beer. From the pack, the pork Porch Rocker is a Radler, which is kind of like a lemon type of beer mixed with a Helles or a Pilsner. Yeah, very nice. I could, it's definitely citrusy, lemon, lime. Again, I'm sure there's grains of paradise. I don't pick that up that much. And pretty much like kind of that wheat malt profile. But anyway, guys, cheers. So, same thing here. It kind of translates to the flavor. You kind of get that citrus, a little more subdued lemon than you got on the nose, but you can tell there is citrus. Kind of getting this, there's definitely wheat, kind of that white bread, wheat bread, light bread crummy kind of malt profile. Then on the back end aftertaste, you're kind of getting like a candied lemon peel kind of taste to it. Maybe there's a little grains of paradise. Again, I got to admit, I'm not really big at picking that up the grains of paradise right now. Medium carbonation, light bodied. I could tell this is one that, even though we don't like to sometimes serve beer too cold, this is another one like the Porch Rocker. Chill this bad boy up as cold as you can get. I can see this been on a nice hot summer day. Very thirst quenching type of beer. Low bitterness. But I was expecting to have a little bit more of a persistent lemon citrus type of flavor to it, which you don't get. Has a little residual sweetness to it. Even though I think overall it drinks drier, but you can see on the back end, I kind of get that little bit of that candied lemon peel. So this is kind of like, if you like shandies, Radlers, what's the other one? I forget the name, Sheriffhoff. I'm mispronouncing it, but they have grapefruit juice in there and things like that. This would be a beer you probably would enjoy. I'm not big with fruit in my beer. I like to do reviews on all beers, whether it's ones that I particularly buy a lot, but very crushable, quaffable, low alcohol, no alcoholic warmth in this at all. I could see sitting, by the beach, by your pool, hot day, even if you don't have it in a glass, drinking it right from the can type of beer, and trying to, upscale yourself from, say, Budweiser, Bud Light, Miller, and, Rolling Rocks and things like that. Grade-wise, I'm sure they made it well. I'm not going to give it much higher than like a C, maybe a C+. I've had Radlers from Bitburger and things like that. Even their Porch Rocker is a bit better than this one. Definitely stands out. The lemon stands out a little bit better. So if you're looking for something with a citrus, lemon, lime, you might as well get something that has a little bit more assertiveness to that. This one doesn't. But yeah, you pair this with nice, easy burger. Has got some lemon to it. So light fish dishes, probably flounder, cod. I would have no problem pairing this with. But definitely a little more citrus on the nose than the flavor. But a very easy, quaffable wheat beer to drink. But anyway, guys, the beer dissection, Sam Adams Summer Ale, Citrus Wheat Ale. This has been around in stores, I believe, unless they've changed the recipe. I think I've seen it sold in 6-packs over the last few years. It's one of those easy summer day drinking beers, and I'm sure why they can put it part of their Ditch Days 12-pack is it sits along the lines. It's not spectacular. Again, C average, kind of very average type of beer. If you have it in a 12-pack, I wouldn't stick my nose up at it. But if you definitely want more of a traditional Radler or Shandy, there are better ones out there. But anyway, guys, till the next beer dissection video, see you next time. Take care.